Thought you guys might like to see this here. This is my dog Violet. You like the trains, Violet? Yeah, pretty cool, huh? That is an SD70. Violet. Oh, she don't care. Hey everyone, Winnipeg Railfan here. Welcome to another Railfanning Photograph Slideshow. So CPKC is nothing new. We've known about the merger since before it even happened in April 2023. What is new, however, is the locomotives sporting the new corporate image. Since early 2024, many CP and KCS locomotives have been popping up in the new scheme I like to call the illusion of choice. CP held a vote for the new scheme with options that were actually not half bad, name aside. However, somehow option 1, the second most bland and uninspired choice next to an all-red option 2, won by a landslide. Now, before we jump into the brand new stuff, here's a couple shots of units before the repaints. Of course, one of the biggest travesties is the fact that we lost another fallen flag survivor to this new scheme. Line 4412, a Winnipeg resident back in the late 2010s and early 2020s, was sadly repainted and relettered in 2024 to CP 4412 in the new option 1 livery. I somehow haven't seen a lot of the big GEs that got repainted. Here's a terrible night shot of CP 8116 on February 3rd, 2023, and of 8128 on January 11th, 2022 being tacked on to a 621 behind Veterans Unit 7021. Jumping forward to September 3rd, 2024, I saw CPES 44AC 9375 on one of its first Trans-Canada runs through Winnipeg. And on top of that travesty, I dropped my phone and cracked my screen. Ah well, at least this Jugo Juice engine brightened up my day. Now, it's not a locomotive, but 2024's Holiday Train was the first with full CPKC branding. I'm surprised they haven't hit the eco units with the new stripes. Maybe it's a sign from above that brighter days are ahead. Alright, now let's take a look at some of my recent catches of the new, hopefully temporary face of Canadian Pacific. Back in late January, while testing out the Sony ZV-1 camera I bought around the time, I saw CP100 with AC448119, a recent CPKFC repaint, heading east at Springfield. Back in February of this year, I saw CP241 North with CP7436 leading. He's one of the brand used ET44ACs that were supposed to go to a mine up in Arctic Canada on Baffin Island. Late at night on March 30th, while waiting for CN's newest creature, westbound CP113 came in with a back-to-back ET44 AC44 repaint lash-up. It was 8101 and 7433. I'm not too sure why they decided to start at 7430 for the new fleet numbers, to be honest. Maybe the former rumors of Progress Rail SD70 ACT4s will come true in the future. Yeah, probably not. On April 11th, behind a stopped grain train, the local foamers and I saw another Baffin Island ET44 leading an eastbound hotshot intermodal train. This was featured for a brief second in my Railfan music video from back in April. Definitely go check that out. Now, July 3rd was the first time I saw a couple of the brand new Wabtec GE ET44s, those being 7461 and 7457 leading train 100 eastbound. As of right now, a lot of them are assigned to the highest priority trains across Canada, so definitely expect the rarity level to drop astronomically in the coming months. Jasper. On July 30th, I decided to shoot another Hotshot 100 with even newer ET44s 7491, 90, and 66. '74, 90, and 91 were literal babies time of recording. They had just left the factory in Texas at least a week or less at that point. YouTuber SD45 7500 caught brand new CP 7500 not too long ago, which is insane. And that means the order for 170 units is almost halfway complete already. On August 2nd, I saw CP 100 with new 7480 coming in near Woodman Junction, after getting some footage of a couple of speeders at the nearby Prairie Dog Central Station. I was on bike, so I thought 100 would be flying out by the time I caught up to it on the main line going east. But nope, here it is stopped at Whittier Junction. A shop guy was leaving the cab as I pulled up, so I'm not too sure if there was something wrong. I'm just on spectator mode pretty much. I can't assume what happened to the unit. But it did get going eventually. I noticed this strange whistling sound coming from the unit while it was rolling past me at Gray Street. It rolled to a stop again for some reason, and I was able to leapfrog it to Talbot to get it rolling by again. Not sure what happened there. If there's any conductors or shop guys that are watching that have worked with these new guys, definitely leave a comment. One thing I noticed is how quiet these brand new ET44s are under load. On the tail end was a familiar face, ET44 number 7433. Almost forgot to mention it, but I took a bike ride down to the tracks on August 9th and saw CP 100 with 7470, the brand new Strathcona's unit leading, with KCS SD70 ACE 4197 mid-train, and ET44 AC 7430 nose in on the rear. And finally, the locomotives I've been trying to shoot properly since they showed up here. GP38-2's 3092 and 4418 are some of the newest repaints out there as of right now. 4418 was built in 1979 as Sioux Line 4418, and CP 3092 was built for them in 1986. These two were repainted at Silvis, Illinois in July 2025, so they're fresh. Every time I tried to go take a look at them, they were out of the yard, out of the city, etc. But finally, on August 8th to the 10th, I took some evening bike rides over to the yards and saw them working the hump. 4418, like a lot of other former Sioux units, are equipped with RCO/belt pack gear. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Shout out to the channel members listed right here. Your support means a lot to me and my dog. Of course, like, comment, and subscribe for more mediocre train content coming eventually. I don't know. As always, be nice in the comments, don't diddle kids, don't derail trains for clout. See you next Tuesday.
Woo!